My name's Leo, and I'm 6.5 years old, which is almost 7. Every night, it's the same old story. My mama tucks me in, kisses my forehead, and tells me, don't let the bed bugs bite. I don't worry about no bed bugs. I worry about the thing that's under my bed. It makes all sorts of scary noises. Sometimes, it's a grumble like my tummy after too much mac and cheese. Other times, it's a scratch like my dog Barnaby, when he's got an itch he can't reach. But the worstest sound is the slurp. Ew. I squeezed my eyes shut so tight I saw sparkly dots. I pulled my blanket, Sir Reginald, up to my nose. Sir Reginald is my bravest blanket, but even he was trembling a little. Go away, you big meanie, I whispered. The slurp stopped. Then, a little voice all squeaky and high said, I'm not a meanie. My eyes popped open. I peeked over the edge of the bed. 2 big, googly eyes on stalks blinked back at me. They were attached to a big, fuzzy, purple blob. He had 3 arms on one side and 2 on the other and was holding a half-eaten sock. That's where the slurp was coming from. You're the monster, I said. My name is Gloop, he said, taking another loud slurp off the sock. And you're Leo. I know lots about you. You like red crayons the bestest and you think broccoli is yucky. I sat up. How do you know that? I listen, Gloop said. It gets boring under here. Lots of dust bunnies. But they're not good at conversation. Plus, you have the bestest smelling socks. He held up a soggy sock as proof. I giggled. That's my baseball sock. It's supposed to be lucky. It is, Gloop agreed. Tastes like victory. And a little bit like cheese. That night, Gloop and I talked for a long time. I told him all about my toys and my best friend, Sam, who can burp the entire alphabet. Gloop told me he was scared of vacuum cleaners, which he called Vroom Vroom Monsters. And that was his favorite game was Guess the Lint. Every night after that, as soon as Mama shut the door, Gloop would slide out. We had amazing adventures. We sailed the high seas on my bedroom rug of a pirate ship made out of pillows. We climbed Mount Bedspread to plant a flag made out of tissue. Gloop was the bestest friend a boy could ask for. He never told me to be quiet. He always let me win at tic-tac-toe, which he called hugs and kisses. One night, I was telling Gloop about my day at school. My teacher, Miss Davison, told us all about our imaginations. She said it was a special place in our brains that we could make up anything we wanted, like superheroes or talking animals. As I was explaining this to Gloop, a funny thought popped into my head. It felt tingly. Gloop, I said slowly, are you from my imagination? Gloop stopped chewing on my shoelace and looked at me. His big, googly eyes seemed a little sad. You're getting to be a big boy, Leo. I looked at my hands. They did seem bigger than they used to. I could almost reach the light switch all by myself now. So, you're not real? I whispered. My tummy felt a little wobbly. Gloop scooted closer and patted my leg with one of his 3 arms. His fuzz was soft and familiar. I'm as real as all our adventures, Leo. I'm as real as the Vroom Vroom Monster and the taste of Lucky Socks. But I think you're brave enough now to not need a monster under your bed. I thought about it. The scratch I used to hear was probably just a branch on the window. The grumble was probably my own tummy. And the slurp, well, that was all Gloop. Tears started to prickle in my eyes. But I don't want you to go. Hey, Gloop said with his soft voice. Being brave doesn't mean you don't get sad.
It just means you know you'll be okay.
He started to look a little see-through. The edges of his purple fuzz were fading like a drawing you erased. I reached out to hug him. My hands went almost all the way through. I could see the stripes on my pajamas right through his belly.
Goodbye, my brave Leo.
He whispered, his voice sounding far away. Goodbye, Gloop. I cried into his fading fuzz. You were the bestest monster. And then, he was gone. The space under my bed was just a space. It wasn't scary anymore. It was just quiet. I laid back down and pulled Sir Reginald up to my chin. It was a little lonely, but it wasn't scary. And I knew that somewhere, in that special place in my head, my best friend Gloop was probably having a wonderful time, slurping on the luckiest socks in the whole wide world. And that made me smile. I was a big boy now, almost 7.